2 of I'm different. So in the first video, I was discussing about how like this verse made me realize a very big important part of myself, and I said, what did I say? I said, stop in on a dime. Baby, like when I'm on the wine, we locked in and it's go time. You better transform, you better go prime. Something, something. And then I said PvP on a DVD. No games, baby, pro time. And that one line right there locked in my head, and I started laughing because, But it's so funny to me because it, like if you don't know video games, you're not going to know what PvP means. It means person versus person. And DVD, the old fucking tapes recorded. And I'm making a reference about basically being on camera with a chick, having fun. Having a little bit of fun on camera. And it started making me laugh, but then I thought to myself real quick, I said, yo, anyone that doesn't know video games and they're not going to know PvP means person versus person. Maybe they will, I don't know. I don't know what everybody knows, but I know a majority of people won't because they don't like games. And, all these abbreviations we do. So that just had me thinking in my head, like, because you like video games and people that don't like video games, when you rap about life or whatever, you're going to throw references in. Then, because you like a bunch of different stuff, like I like so many different things, people think I'm fake or some shit. But it's like, nah, I'm not fake. You just never met somebody like me that likes multiple things that even may be on different sides of things. So most people will be like, how can you like that? You stand for this. Like most perfect example. This is why I'm Master Window Yin and Yang. Most people will be like, you say you stand for peace and the Lord and the Most High, but you're fucking talking war and you're bashing people in it. And I'm like, well, the Lord said, I'm a man of love and I'm a man of war. So, you kind of gotta, See, the thing is, most people think violence is such a bad thing until someone's violently attacking them and they have to defend themselves. Then everybody's brains click on, like, oh yeah, I forgot. That's why I need to defend myself. That's why people get guns and stuff and they're not gangsters. They're just a father. And they're like, if you break into my fucking house, nigga, you're not coming out. You come over here, you're not leaving. You get it? And then it made me realize, like, I like so many core different things. Rap, R&B, opposites. Rock and roll, opposites. I like the future music, the future rap. I like some of this shit, even though it's like craziness. But, that's their life. They live in this shit. So how the fuck am I to deny them of their reality? But some of this shit be hard. They be having some dumb, crazy good love songs and some get it in songs, and sometimes they got the party songs. I could feel some of this shit. I just can't feel too much of it. But I also could take niggas back to the 60s and 50s and play songs that I wasn't alive for but got put on, and I love these fucking songs, and show people how the exact same things are going on now. So it's like, how can you not like what's going on but you think this shit is new? Then I can even top those people that are generation or two behind me and be like, yo, dog, I don't even know what old school really is, nigga. Don't make me take you back to London 1888, bitch, nigga. Don't make me take you back to the keyboards and the Mozarts and the Van Gogh ass niggas with the paintings. And I'll take a nigga all around the world with the shit that I like. And niggas would be like, what? You never been any of those places. Exactly. That's called reaching out. Using this phone and the internet for its true purpose. Not just, I want to look up things I know about and never grow. I only like certain things because my friends do. My friend said, if you listen to that other stuff, you're not a rap. You're not on the block. You corny, dog. You corny. You get it? I never let people fucking use these weak ass things to block me in to not like something that I feel. I must feel it because I want to know, or it's a part of me already. You get it? I never understood that until I learned about DNA recognition and, muscle memory and, things like that. So you don't have to get spiritual and spooky dooky with it. You can be like, no, 1,000 years ago, my fucking people made music. 1,000 years ago, 500 years ago, my people wasn't doing rap and fucking whatever. So everybody had their turn in making different music. And then when you actually study music like I did, like instruments, not fucking lyrics, no, how music's made. And you go back to how the drums first made, so you're going back to caveman days then. When you will see the first guitar and you see it's in ancient Egypt, not in America, when you realize they're claiming they made shit, you get it? When you realize that a lot of motherfuckers from the 60s, 70s, all they did was remake ancient beats and all, you get it? Ain't nothing new under the sun. It's remixed. It's remade. And then everybody says, nah, this is the original way it was. This is the way it... And then everybody forgets, nah, it was you were born and you liked other things. And then you created that. That's why I like rap. Because rap is a blending of all black music. Everything about it it's the equivalent of all the things, everything. And the younger generation took the shit and said, I'm gonna make a new music that yous are not making, using your shit, whatever's here. I'm gonna take it and I'm coming up with something, because they liked a lot of different things. So that leads me to my point of, if you have a broad mind and you have you can tap into your personality, You like different things, so you're going to have different sides to yourself. People will try to label you as different or crazy maybe, or whatever these new words are. But I just think people like me used to be a lot of us, because it's a thinking thing. It's not like you're just born this way. I fucking had to become this way. So it's, it's just not a lot of us no more. A lot of people never took that way, A lot of people are afraid to be themselves. They gotta stay in that one box, Gotta stay in that box. Me, there is no lines. My father doesn't make straight lines, People make straight lines. Get it? Once you learn the Fibonacci sequence, that'll make even more sense to you. Life's created through spirals. So why do we live in a straight line? Why do we think in a straight line? Why do we think time is a straightforward thing? Because we don't live long enough to see the loop. All love. All praise. To the Most High. Shout out to the wolves. Salute to the ninjas. You know what it is.